My friend, lean in for a moment, because what I'm about to say is not for everyone. It is for the one who feels the stretch, the shift, the pressure of transformation. It is for the one who senses that they are changing, growing, evolving, rising into a version of themselves that even they don't fully recognize yet. I want to speak to that part of you that has been wrestling in the quiet. The part of you that feels the weight of becoming more than you've ever been. Hear me carefully. Not with your mind, but with your spirit, God said. I'm protecting what you are becoming, not just who you've been, not just what you've survived, not just what you've built, but what you are becoming, that version of you that is just starting to break through the soil. That identity that is just waking up. That purpose that is just beginning to form. That strength that is just now maturing. That clarity that is finally rising. That discipline that is only beginning to solidify. That confidence that is still fragile. God said, I'm protecting that. There is a version of you emerging that is sacred. A version of you that has taken years of pain, years of questions, years of waiting, years of healing, years of discipline, years of wrestling. A version of you that didn't come cheaply. A version of you that has been shaped by tears you never told anyone about. Prayers you prayed in silence. Decisions you made in private. Sacrifices that no one applauded, and battles that no one witnessed. And because this version costs so much, God refuses to let anything sabotage it. You may not realize it now, but heaven has placed a shield around your becoming. This is why certain people were removed from your life abruptly. This is why certain relationships ended without closure. This is why certain opportunities were blocked even though you wanted them. This is why environments that used to feel comfortable suddenly became restricting. This is why invitations you expected never came. This is why you feel disconnected from things that once defined you. This is why your spirit now rejects what your flesh used to tolerate. God is not punishing you, He is protecting you. You are becoming someone you've never been. And God is guarding that process with intentionality. You've been asking, God, why does it feel like I'm losing so much? Why does it feel like you're stripping things away? Why am I being separated from people? Why am I being redirected? Why are doors closing? Why does it seem like I'm alone in this season? And God is answering now. Because what you're becoming cannot be contaminated. What you're becoming cannot be distracted. What you're becoming cannot be delayed. What you're becoming cannot be influenced by people who don't share your calling. What you're becoming cannot grow in places where your purpose cannot breathe. What you're becoming requires protection. Transformation is fragile at first. It needs space. It needs quiet. It needs boundaries. It needs intentional pruning. It needs divine isolation, not loneliness, isolation. Isolation is when God separates you for development. When God hides you to build you. When God removes distractions to grow you. When God pulls you out of old circles so He can purify your identity. Some seasons look like loss, but they are actually layers of protection. Hear me, God is not protecting what you were. He is protecting what you are becoming. You are evolving. Your mind is changing. Your spirit is maturing. Your discernment is sharpening. Your priorities are shifting. Your self-worth is rising. Your vision is expanding. Your capacity is increasing. You are stepping into a level of clarity that your old life cannot survive. You're developing habits that your old environment cannot handle. You're cultivating discipline that your old relationships would have mocked. You're gaining wisdom that your old patterns cannot contain. When you begin to transform, heaven pulls you out of anything that threatens your growth. That is why God separated you. That is why God dismantled certain connections. That is why he exposed certain intentions. That is why he revealed certain truths that you didn't want to see. Because if he didn't, those things would have crippled the version of you. He is forming. Some of the heartbreak you experienced wasn't betrayal, it was protection. Some of the delays weren't punishment, they were protection. Some of the disappointments weren't denials, they were protection. Some of the unanswered prayers weren't neglect, they were protection. God let certain things fall apart because they would have destroyed what you are becoming. You may not realize it now, but there is greatness forming inside you. Greatness not measured by fame or applause, but by impact, influence, clarity, purpose, maturity, peace, and depth. You are becoming someone equipped to carry weight you couldn't handle before. You are becoming someone emotionally stable, spiritually grounded, mentally disciplined, purpose-driven, fear-resistant, vision-led, heaven-backed. And God is saying, I am protecting that. Because before God puts you on display, he perfects what you are becoming. Before he elevates you publicly, he strengthens you privately. Before he gives you influence, he gives you integrity. Before he increases your responsibilities, he increases your resilience. Before he takes you into your next season, he purifies your motives. This current season of your life, the stretching, the discomfort, the pruning is not random. It is intentional. You've been asking God for growth, but growth requires pruning. Growth requires separation. Growth requires letting go. Growth requires loss of what kept you small. Growth requires the removal of comfort. Growth requires stretching into unfamiliar territory. Growth requires unlearning habits that once served you but now limit you. Don't misinterpret God's protection as abandonment. He is not removing things from you. He is removing things that were trying to destroy what was growing within you. He is not taking people away from you. He is taking away access from people who were not assigned to your future. He is not blocking opportunities against you. He is blocking access to anything that would weaken your identity. God is not just protecting your future. He is protecting your formation. He is protecting your integrity. He is protecting your emotional development. He is protecting your purpose. He is protecting your spirit. And he is protecting your transformation. This is why certain temptations feel stronger now. Not because you're weaker, but because your destiny is closer. Pressure intensifies when breakthrough is near. Distractions multiply when identity is shifting. Old wounds resurface when healing is almost complete. The enemy fights hardest when you are becoming your most dangerous self. And hear me, you are becoming dangerous. Dangerous to mediocrity. Dangerous to generational curses. Dangerous to your old patterns. Dangerous to the spiritual forces that once controlled you. Dangerous to every narrative that tried to convince you that you're not enough. Dangerous to the insecurities that paralyzed you. Dangerous to fear that once dictated your decisions, You are becoming the person the enemy hoped you would never discover. And because you are becoming that person, God is protecting you more intensely than ever. You're not imagining the shifts. You're not imagining the stretching. You're not imagining the uneasiness. Your spirit is evolving faster than your surroundings can keep up with. That's why you feel out of place. That's why old conversations drain you. That's why certain environments irritate your spirit. That's why you crave depth, purpose, and truth more than ever. You are no longer who you were, and you're not fully who you're becoming. You're in the hallway of transformation, and God is guarding you in the hallway. This explains why God has been quiet in some areas, not because he's ignoring you, but because he's developing you. When a teacher is silent, it means you are being tested. When God is silent, it means he is strengthening your ability to hear him without relying on external signs. Silence is not absence. Silence is training. This also explains why the enemy has tried to attack your identity so aggressively. The enemy always attacks the area God is elevating. When God increases your strength, the enemy increases pressure. When God heals your mind, the enemy increases confusion. When God expands your clarity, the enemy increases noise. When God solidifies your purpose, the enemy increases doubt, but none of it is working. Do you know why? Because God is protecting what you're becoming. You might feel vulnerable, but you're covered. You might feel uncertain, but you're guided. You might feel alone, but you're surrounded. You might feel stretched, but you're supported. You might feel overwhelmed, but you're strengthened. Heaven has placed a shield around your transformation. And because God is protecting what you're becoming, certain things that used to work won't work anymore. Old coping mechanisms won't comfort you. Old distractions won't excite you. Old habits won't satisfy you. Old identities won't fit you. Old relationships won't anchor you. You're outgrowing what once sustained you because God is making room for what you're becoming. Let me tell you something. Vital becoming requires boundaries. Not boundaries against people, boundaries around your purpose. Boundaries around your mental space. Boundaries around your emotional energy. Boundaries around your focus. Boundaries around your time. Boundaries around your assignment. Boundaries around your spirit. And God will enforce boundaries you are afraid to enforce yourself. That's why he removed certain people for you. That's why he shut some doors before you walk through them. That's why he ended some connections abruptly. Not because you didn't love them, but because you loved your future more. And I want to say this clearly. Nothing God removed was meant to stay. Nothing he blocked was meant for you. Nothing that walked away was part of your calling. If it belonged with who you're becoming, it would still be here. If it was aligned with your destiny, it would not have fallen apart. God is not protecting your losses. He is protecting your evolution. Your becoming is sacred, and God guards the sacred. You are becoming wiser. You are becoming stronger. You are becoming more grounded. You are becoming resilient. You are becoming spiritually sensitive. You are becoming emotionally healthy. You are becoming refined. You are becoming intentional. You are becoming whole. You are becoming courageous. You are becoming confident. And God is protecting each layer of that transformation. This is why isolation hasn't broken you, it's built you. Why discomfort hasn't crushed you, it's stretched you. Why loss hasn't ruined you, it's repositioned you. Why confusion hasn't derailed you, it's humbled you. Why disappointment hasn't hardened you, it's purified you. Why waiting hasn't weakened you, it's deepened you. Everything you've walked through has been part of your becoming. And now God says, I'm protecting it. Pray this with me from your soul, God. Protect what I'm becoming. Protect my mind. Protect my heart. Protect my discipline. Protect my identity. Protect my spiritual growth. Protect my emotional maturity. Protect my transformation. Protect my purpose. Let nothing sabotage what you are forming in me. And as you pray, believe this heaven is surrounding you. Angels are guarding you. Grace is guiding you. God is covering you. Nothing sent against you will prosper, because nothing can overpower the transformation God has ordained for your life. Walk in this truth today. You are becoming someone extraordinary. And God is protecting every moment of that journey.